Over the past 12 months, shares of advanced micro devices, AMD, have slipped 20%, while Nvidia has climbed about 14%. That divergence might look like watching two runners in a 400-meter dash. Nvidia's off to a strong start, arms pumping ahead, while AMD seems to be tripping over its own shoelaces. But don't count AMD out just yet. The company has been fashionably late to the AI accelerator party, and it turns out, fashionably late can sometimes mean surprising arrivals. With its latest AI chips, AMD is not just trying to catch up to Nvidia, it might be gearing up to sprint past it. The tale of two chipmakers. It's been a tale of opposites in the semiconductor world. Nvidia, the darling of Wall Street, practically synonymous with AI thanks to its GPUs powering everything from data centers to self-driving cars. Its share price is up 14% over the last year, underpinned by blowout earnings and ever-rising guidance. AMD, long celebrated for its CPUs, think Ryzen for gamers, EPYC for servers, but slower to roll out high-end AI accelerators. Its stock is down 20% in the same period, as investors fretted over missed opportunities and structural disadvantages. Why the split? Nvidia's CUDA ecosystem is deeply entrenched, thousands of developers, toolkits, and frameworks built around its architecture. AMD's ROCm and newer AI-focused stack arrived later, so adoption lagged. In the world of semiconductors, the first mover often rakes in early mind share and market share. Yet, history shows that followers can become leaders. Look at how Apple's iPhone dethroned early smartphone pioneers. A similar scenario could unfold if AMD's tech proves comparable, or superior, and more cost-effective. AMD's AI accelerator journey, late to the party. When AI accelerators began grabbing headlines in 2023, AMD was still polishing its slides for the after-party 2023 roadmap. AMD unveiled its MI100 and MI200 series for data centers, but they trailed Nvidia's A100 in raw performance and software maturity. Developer adoption. Many deep learning frameworks didn't initially support AMD's ROCm stack, so researchers stuck with Nvidia's CUDA. Investor skepticism. Analysts grumbled that AMD's AI lineup was a "me too" play, unlikely to dent Nvidia's dominance. But being late isn't fatal if you enter with the right moves. AMD used the extra development time to refine its architectures, optimize power efficiency, and collaborate with key hyperscalers to tune software stacks. The result? Its new chips promise performance that closes the gap, and in some specialized workloads, even surpasses the incumbent. In essence, AMD took the time to learn the dance steps perfectly rather than stumbling through a hasty choreography. Closing the gap, the new AI chip roster. Enter AMD's latest AI contenders, MI300 series, built on advanced 5nm processes. These chips integrate CPU and GPU fabrics on a single package, reducing latency and boosting bandwidth. Instinct MI250X successor, improved matrix multiply engines and higher clock speeds promise up to 50% more TOPS, trillions of operations per second, compared to prior generations. Optimized ROCm toolchain, with deeper integration into TensorFlow, PyTorch, and custom ML compilers, developers can target AMD hardware with fewer code changes. These enhancements aren't just incremental, they represent a step change in AMD's AI story. Early benchmarks showcase competitive performance in transformer-based workloads, think large language models, and high-performance computing simulations, areas where NVIDIA had reigned supreme. Imagine two race cars on a track. NVIDIA's car had the lead, but AMD spent the first laps fine-tuning suspension and aerodynamics. Now, on a long straightaway, AMD's car hits a higher top speed and glides past, leaving NVIDIA's driver scrambling. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Sam Altman's stamp of approval. If a chip launch were a movie premiere, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman would be the celebrity walking the red carpet. In recent interviews, Altman singled out AMD's new AI accelerators as Very exciting. Praising their performance and hinting at multi-vendor support in future OpenAI deployments. Why does Altman's nod matter? Credibility boost. OpenAI is at the cutting edge of AI research. Its endorsement signals that AMD's hardware meets the rigorous demands of state-of-the-art models. Broader ecosystem impact. If OpenAI runs on AMD Iron, other startups and research labs will follow suit to ensure compatibility. Software incentive. Collaboration between AMD and large AI labs accelerates software optimizations, further closing any remaining performance gaps. When a towering figure like Altman expresses genuine enthusiasm, it has a ripple effect, just like a Michelin 3-star chef praising a new ingredient. Investors, developers, and data center operators sit up and take notice. Why AI hype still fuels AMD's rocket. The broader AI mania shows no signs of slowing. Enterprise AI spending, companies across industries, from finance to healthcare, are budgeting billions for AI infrastructure. Model scaling. As research moves to ever larger models, demand for specialized hardware skyrockets. Cloud wars. AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud jockey for dominance, offering GPU/accelerator instances. They crave vendor diversity to avoid single supplier risks. In this landscape, AMD stands to benefit. Competitive pricing. Historically, AMD undercuts NVIDIA on price performance. Cost-sensitive organizations could deploy AMD at scale to save millions. Diversification. Enterprises don't want to bet solely on one vendor. Adding AMD to the hardware mix reduces procurement risks. Sustainable growth. As AI workloads, inference and training, proliferate into edge devices, AMD's versatile architectures can span data centers, PCs, and even automotive platforms. In short, as long as AI remains the hottest theme in tech, AMD's improving hardware and ecosystem position mean it can ride this multi-year tidal wave. Stock performance. Cruising past the noise. Despite the AI buzz, AMD's stock has held up better than the headline -20% might suggest, beating broader markets. Over the same 12-month stretch, the S&P 500 is largely flat, and the SOX Semiconductor Index is down around 5%. AMD's relative underperformance versus NVIDIA masks its outperformance against broader benchmarks. Earnings surprises. AMD has consistently outpaced analyst EPS and revenue estimates, driven by strong demand for its CPUs in PCs and servers, providing a buffer while its AI division gears up. Forward guidance. Management's outlook calls for mid-teens % growth in data center revenues, reflecting both CPU and AI contributions. In other words, AMD isn't exactly idling, it's cruising in the fast lane, picking off market share and building momentum as its AI story unfolds. Investors who look beyond short-term volatility can spot the long-term trajectory. From CPUs to the AI arms race. AMD began its renaissance with CPUs. Ryzen Revolution challenged Intel in desktops and laptops with better performance per dollar. EPYC Explosion gained share in data centers by offering more cores, higher efficiency, and aggressive pricing. Now, the company is applying the same playbook to AI accelerators. Architecture innovation, merging CPU and GPU elements, the APU concept, to create unified AI platforms. Software ecosystem, rolling out performance libraries, developer tools, and partnerships to ensure smooth integrations. Go-to-market muscle, leveraging existing server relationships with Dell, HP, and Cisco to bundle new AI hardware. AMD's history proves it can leapfrog incumbents when timing, execution, and pricing align. The AI arena is merely the next battleground in its ongoing semiconductor saga that could hit it to $1,275. Did you know that God sent His only Son into the world not to condemn it but that the world might have life and be saved through Him? John 3 verse 17. This could be your lifetime opportunity. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.